I think we want to set up a new race. So here's the big thing. I would say the most interesting things are, in terms of what the type of government is, we can either do Megacorp. That's the new expansion. Megacorp is the new expansion. So there's variations of that. We can either do a big giant corporation. Like, what if Walmart took over the universe? Or we could do something like a subversive cult. I really want to do the cult thing, but I want to save it until I have a picture of Beep. I really do. So like the Church of the One True Beep or something like that. We also can do machine intelligence, which opens up a lot of options. Let me put the volume down just a bit. So what are you guys leaning towards? I like some of the machine stuff. We have... God, you guys are going to make me... I don't have an icon for Beep. That's okay, though. Do we want to make a Beep a robot, or is he going to be an intelligent creature? I love the machine intelligence because you can do a ton of new options, like rogue servitors. Basically, I believe they start with... Yeah, they start with a population, right? And you have to take care of this population. They're basically pampered. It's kind of like... what's the movie where everyone's on a big spaceship? Wall-E, right? So when Wall-E, like humans have become so decadent that we don't even work anymore. We have robots that do everything for us. So this would be like you're playing the robots. We also could be a hive mind. We are Beep, we are one. So we've got a normal playthrough, which is like a normal non-robot, non-hive mind playthrough. We could do a Megacorp playthrough. Wall-E rises. Oh my god, does anything look like Wall-E? Not quite. That's like if Wall-E got super oh my god, Quill has a one of the species that Quill made is like waffle irons or something like that. Sentient waffle irons. I would buy him a beer if I could. This is the these are the older two robots that you start with. What if Beep became so smart that he wound up designing himself into a... look, he had to go fast, so he added wings, maybe, you know? Floaty robot kids. Yeah, so what are you guys thinking about? I've heard a couple for the cult of Beepology, although I don't know how cool the cults are, but I like the idea of it. Maybe Beep has faded to legend, and we're still human, but we actually worship him. We could do that. I love all these cat-looking races. It really has, Stevie Gone Evil. It really has. It really, and it also depends on how we play it. Okay, it seems like we're feeling a little bit of some Beep love. So why don't we pick a human race, okay? We'll keep the human appearance. And we'll do human. Now, by techno, do you mean the race, or do you mean like it's focused on technology? Humans, we're still human. We're gonna be human. Okay, but we're a bunch of humans who worship the idea of Beep. So perhaps this is post-Kenshi, way past Kenshi, and Beep was the one true hiver that managed to unite the human empires. He was basically like the Gandhi, the Mother Teresa, all in one, and he helped humanity overcome its challenges and expand out into the fleet, into the world. Oh, that's true. It could be before Kenshi, but I hate prequels. We know what happens. Okay, so we can focus on tech. We can make both of these happen. So, and I always tend to be really heavily invested in tech as well. So, we're gonna do. These are some pretty fancy names. We'll do something like this. I'm going to skip down to the government. So, if we wanted to do a cult in the Megacorp style, we could set something like this. This is a mega church, basically, I believe. We have to set it to the gospel of the masses. So we become a mega church. So we could just be someone who always preaches about that. Now, we don't have to be subversive. Subversive is the subversive cult when you add criminal heritage. But we could just be a gospel. We're just a mega church. And our full name, what is our full name going to be? The House of Beep. You guys let me know what you think. So at least we're going to do spiritualist. Okay, now the second is, now that's annoying. We can't, if we're doing spiritualist, we can't do materialist because they are exclusive. That doesn't mean we can't get research boost, but we can't get a research boost through our ethic choice. Do we want to be... I wouldn't mind military. I've not been doing a lot of fighting. And so Beep taught us that the Church of the House of the One True Beep. The church, the United Church of the Corporation of the... just wind up having a super long name. Is there anything that can spell out Beep? Not really. I love it. Okay, so we are spiritualists because we're a church. That makes sense. Now, what did Beep teach us? Beep taught us that it's always best to strike your enemies from behind, to always stay ahead of them. Kind of a little bit of Sun Tzu, a little bit of Beepianism in there. We could do militarist. We'll do militarist, megacorp, megachurch. We're going to be a very strong-armed... Randux, that's beautiful. I want to have Beep in the name, I think. I love that, though. That's so good. What else do we want to have as our civic? Because, so let's see, monthly unity boost. Can we have anything that gives us a tech boost to counteract the fact that we can't pick it here? Not really. Not really, no. More star bases would be nice. Media conglomerate might not be bad because that we're basically telling people like, hey, we're at war a lot, but don't worry about it. We're going to make everything better. Naval capacity is important. I don't think I'm ever going to really hit my naval capacity. I don't do that early game much. Private colony ship. That's fascinating. I think I like the idea of the media conglomerate. Ooh, actually, brand loyalty would not be bad. Monthly unity. Unity is used to get your traditions, which is used to get your kind of your really big perks. So I think monthly unity bonus is going to be good. Okay, so we're spiritualist and we're militarist. Is there anything we're missing that we could have? No. Authoritarianism. We have slaves. I don't know if we want to do slavery on this playthrough or not. Okay, so we're going to be... Let's reverse that. Let's do... We're fanatic spiritualists. We're going to have a huge amount of unity output because we have 10% from brand, 15% from brand loyalty. We have 20% from fanatic spiritualists. This is going to increase our ship fire rate. So we have a little bit of a militarist bent. Perfect. Okay, what are our traits going to be? Our physical traits. We may want to do intelligent because we don't have any research boost any other way. So we may want to grab a little bit from intelligent. Do we want to do anything else, though? Rapid breeders is really nice, but we're going to have to give something that's a -2 in order to counteract that. So maybe we are decadent, wasteful. We are wasteful as humans. Maybe that's never really changed. I would say compared to some other races in the universe, we are weak, right? I mean, you look at the human form, like compare it to any of your Warhammer novels. They've got the orcs, the spiders, you know, you're talking about things like Starship Troopers. So I think we are weak in comparison. By the way, I didn't update stuff. Let me update real quick on Twitch what we're actually playing here. Stellaris, the Church of the One True Beep. Perfect. Just want to update that so no one comes looking for Dwarf Fortress and is really confused about why we're not playing Dwarf Fortress. Okay. Human. We're going to pick humanoid. 2 names. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. I think we like these traits. This is going to give us a boost to our output. Right. We're weak humans. That's why we're trying to go for like robotics. We will call ourselves... We are still on Earth. It seems like the beep. Like beep has been sent into the sun. Alright, we'll keep all the regulars.
The springs of cooperation flow most abundant.
Our goal is to create a galactic system that maximizes innovative...
Every successful economy is built around a hopeless cycle of repetition.
Our goal is to create a galactic system.
Faith manages.
Here we go. We'll do the spiritualist voice. I think it is set on... Oh, it's not set on Earth, Azazel? Is it not? I thought it was like Earth post-apocalyptic or something like that, because it was a... You saw a bunch of shipyards when you're exploring the game. Oh, that's right. Holy crap, that's right. Well, then I guess we're gonna have to say we're a species of human. Oh, hang on. We're Greenlanders, right? Wait, what's the whole race? Was it human or was it Greenlander? There's Scorchlander, there's Greenlander. Was it human as the race? God, I can't remember now. I like to think that they see some... I hope that they see this playthrough one day that we're doing, or like the tutorial, or just some of the stuff that we're having, and they get so excited about the beep worship. Psionic entities. Are you talking about one of the... Is that one of the really big traits, one of the big perks at the end? Where you basically try to ascend or something like that? Do any of you guys see... Is there anything with feet in it? Oh, wings, right? Like super fast? Always moving? That's a pretty winged... That's a pretty a beep thing. Or a feather, like light as a feather, you know, stealthy. Or Cthulhu, that's fine too. I think that's the thing. We're always going to take speed whenever we can find something that's speed. I like the wings. I really do. What would you guys say Beep's colors are? Kind of like the wind, right? I mean, he's super fast. What about the secondary? God, I'm not sure. Dockers, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate it. I do like the black background. I don't know if I like a yin-yang symbol here. Ooh, is this it? Like a harmony of speed and death? I don't know. I don't know what we're going with here. Shadow Beep. Yeah, so like live in the shadows, be quick in the daylight. It kind of has that feeling of a horizon line. All right, we'll do this for the moment. Maybe we can change this down the road. I do want to get into the game before 3 o'clock hits. So, Hollowed Comptroller. And she'll be named after Rin. We'll start out our first leader. Our first leader's named Rin. What do we want the title to be? Tighter? It should be something like the Beepian Conduit. Ooh. Someone who's always able to speak to Beep. I don't think we're gonna be wearing these clothes. We'd probably be wearing something a little bit more. There we go. That's a little bit more natural. We didn't pick our background. That's very important. Come on, guys. Where the hell is that at? Homeworld? Oh, the room. That feels pretty ornate-ish. Okay. All right, we're going to save the Church of the One True Beep, and we're going to get going on this one because I want to jump right in. I'm going to do a huge or large galaxy. I'm going to do a large galaxy. No, we'll do huge. I believe the computer can take it. I'm going to bump up how many AI empires there are because I like to have a lot more than normal. Everything else, I think, I'm going to keep. We have it on Cadet, Ensign, Commodore. This is a kind of a challenging difficulty, and it does scale as it goes on. I love this music. All right, I'm not going to do Iron Man because I want to be able to save it. And in case we have a crash, I want to get back to it without losing too much stuff. Remind me, once we get in here, I'm going to take a look at the chat window and make sure nothing's in the way. If you guys want me to remove this, the alert box, I think. Or is it, which one is this? The event list? I can remove the event list too. And I'll bump the chat somewhere like over down here. That way it's not super in the way. Let me know how you think about that. I don't think it's too bad. It is pretty... I don't know. I don't know if you guys like to see chat in the stream. If I ever do strip these from Twitch and bring them onto YouTube, it would be nice, I guess, for people to see what we're talking about and referencing. That might create some... lessen some confusion. Okay. So we are on Earth. In the northern part of this galaxy, the northern quadrant, the northeast quadrant. We are tucked in against the wall, the edge of the galaxy, which is nice. So we won't have enemies behind us, more than likely. We have a couple of good areas that we can... let me turn this down just a notch. We have a couple of areas we can blockade here to prevent people from coming into our system. So more than likely, we're going to want to rush expansion this way, down to the Darturi Expanse, and then west here as well. That way we can prevent any other species from, like, getting right up on our doorstep. Alright, research-wise, we've got a genius, or a maniacal, I guess. Von Vegas isn't too great. What about other people we can hire here? Not really too much better. Let's go ahead and hire ourselves a... Oh, we can't do it yet. We need more energy credits. So yeah, 2.2, the Le Guin patch adds a bunch of new stuff up here. So they add entirely new resources. They change the way everything looks. The sidebar down here is completely different. The population tiles are completely gone. So if you guys aren't sure how this works, I think Quill has an excellent video on what's changed in 2.2. I'll try to cover some of this as I go through it. But in case you really want an in-depth, like if you want to start playing again and you want to understand how it works, the rough and tumble of it is, and no longer will you be stuck with 16 tiles of population. Now you can have upwards of 75 to 80 or more people or pops on a planet. As you get certain levels, you can unlock building slots. So this is like the traditional buildings, except they do more things. And now instead of populations giving you straight resources, you have jobs that are filled by people that then give you resources. So for example, there's 2 technician jobs because we have a generator district. Okay, so let's I'll drop that over to the right side. And honestly, I don't think it really matters that I don't think we need to see the outliner too much right now. Okay, cool. We'll keep that on the right side. Thanks guys for the feedback on that. Well, actually now I do find myself needing that. Let's mostly show planets in here. We'll do planets and nah, I do need all this stuff up here. That's fine. I mean, all you guys are going to see me doing over here is just clicking occasionally on the civilian ships. No big deal. So, okay. Yeah, Zillikin, welcome back. Do you understand Stellaris? Do you, though? So we have 1 generator district. That district creates 2 housing jobs. So if we look under the population, we see that there are 2 technicians for those 2 jobs. And those technicians output resources. They produce 4.2 energy credits per turn, per month, rather. And that's what it does. So instead of traditionally just right on population making resources, now you have jobs which are filled by population. And so these people need a place to live, so you have to worry about housing. You have to worry about having enough jobs for the population. So lots of new things here. Okay, so we'll get to that in a bit. Let's cover our research. Let's start off with research speed is always a great one to get off the bat. We always want something... to increase our research speed. I love genome mapping. Holy crap. Early population growth is super, super important. And finally, nothing to do with speed here, so we're going to go ahead and pick the engineering research for researchers by 20%. We are going to be a little bit heavily focused on our technology output. Alright, so I'm going to have our science ship manually move over in this direction. Instead of doing non-stop surveying, I'm actually going to have them just go in one direction for a bit. Because I want to see them. I want to see what's around us. I want to find other people around us first. I'm going to drop another science ship into the queue because I like to have 2 or 3 at the start. Oh, Zillikin, I love Rocket League. I love, love, love Rocket League. All right, so while we're getting started, yeah, so we have a building, a normal building. So you have things like, you still have that monument, right? The Eurythicon, whatever the heck. Oh, this is called a corporate culture site. But this still generates Unity. It actually just makes, it opens Unity, Unity jobs. It makes Unity jobs. What league are you in? Is it looking, if you got 2K Rocket League hours? That's a lot of Rocket League. Holy crap. One of my friends, whenever he goes offline, he always opens up Mountain Blade Warband, and he does it overnight. Like, he likes to just crank up the hours and his thing. I think he's at like a couple thousand at this point. Is that Champion 2, or is that, yeah, that's Champion 2, right? I think the highest I got was, I think I dipped into, what's right above gold? Is it Challenger or Platinum? I think I'm in Platinum normally, and then Challenger I got lucky on 1 year, and I fell right out of it as soon as I got bumped up to it. I do enjoy it, though, a lot. I had a lot more fun once I stopped being so upset about losing. Kind of take some of the, you know, the rage out of it, and made it a lot more easy to deal with. We could stream some Rocket League one day just for like a chill out, because it's a really good game to just put a little bit of music on and just chat with people. It's a very kind of grindy game. You could watch me make a lot of failures, or we could do like a little bit of a multiplayer stream on that one day. In Smite, what was Smite? Is that the is that another MOBA? Is that like Paladins? Oh, you guys have fancy icons now. I just noticed that. So awesome. I think maybe you guys can really tell Moodles how pretty he is and how awesome he is, and maybe Moodles will make us another custom icon that we can use as a subscriber reward down the road for Twitch. I think I actually can bring in the beep icon from Discord and the Diana icon. That's so awesome. Okay, cool. I think I've seen that. That's where you're actually like in the lane itself, instead of having like your random people out there. We need to go ahead and buy a new scientist. So let's grab a scientist here. We could get someone who has an anomaly discovery chance, which is actually really good for an explorer. So we're going to drop them into this science ship. I'm going to have them run up this way. Tell Moodles he's pretty. This is nice. Both of these little neighborhoods here, as I call them, these are completely independent and they don't connect to anything else. So we're kind of safe to expand into these later. And we really need to push to the west to try to block off any passages as early as we can. Moodles, I thought they looked really good. Like that, the ones that came out looked really damn good. I don't know how to make pixels at all. Now my wife is more creative than I am, so maybe down the road I can you know, beg her to make something nice. Let's pause this real quick and talk about traditions. So when you get enough Unity, you can open up traditions. When you complete a tradition tree, you unlock an ascension perk. And ascension perks are really how you define how your species moves forward. So what do we want to be down the road? I like the, what is this ascension thing? I've never done this. This is the true psionic potential. Mind over matter. This requires psionic theory. I really like that. I really like that idea. So at the start of the game, normally I go discovery, but here's a question. We are really heavy on the harmony output. So I'm wondering, is there anything that gives us more unity? Sorry, the unity output is what I'm trying to think of. Holy crap. What mod was that? Okay, Logan, that's the one you're talking about. So we're talking about doing mind over matter and then transcendence. So we just have to wait until we get psionic theory. Is that the thing? So we need a lot of social research, it sounds like. So mind over matter. into transcendence. I like that. I've never done this before. Okay, so we'll aim for that down the road. So the question is, do we do harmony? Does it actually give us any unity buildup? 10% reduction in food consumption by starting this. This increases stability. Do we have anything that actually increases our unity output, though? Not really. I actually don't think anything in the harmony tree increases your unity output. So, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Now, discovery would fit with the theme of Beep, though, right? Because go fast, explore the world, always forward, never backwards, technologically superior, and as far and as fast as we can go. Yeah, I normally always do discovery because that's just one of the best ones you could do. I was curious if anything actually gave us more unity, though. Aren't one of these, don't they reduce the amount of unity you need? Maybe not. Anyways, we're gonna do discovery because why not? I do like discovery a lot. It makes, especially the one that increases your survey speed by like 33 or 50%. Super strong early game. Now you'll note that I'm not exploring or surveying. What I'm trying to do is kind of map the local area. I'm trying to, yeah, theme is more important. True, very true. Oh, nice. Well, you know, that's the fun of it. Here's our first continental world. I will go ahead and stop and survey the Sirius system because I do want to maybe get a colony, an early colony out. What does the expansion tree do? So you take expansion before discovery. I know it reduces the time, the colony development, I believe. We're going to begin the precursor chain.
Situation log updated.
New colonies start with an additional population. That's not bad. Pop growth speed is really important too. Starbase cost is nice. What's the finisher? Colony development by 25. 1 additional district. That's pretty decent. I like that one a lot. We already did, and we could always dip into another one. I didn't expect to get I mean, normally you do start with at least 2 guaranteed habitable systems around you, so it's not unheard of course. Wow, we have a lot of great space here, guys. Look at all this. All of this area is all contained to 2 exits, and this is where it starts to branch right here. So if we wanted to really lock ourselves in, we would lock down this system here and this system, and then we would freely be able to backfill everything else. Alloys are okay. Our influence is going to be the real showstopper. Let's go ahead and move over to this area. How much more do we need? We need 170 more influence in order to drop a starbase. Now, does I think the influence cost lowers as you build more starbases. Is that the case? Hyperlanes. What are we doing on hyperlanes? I thought it was 1. I thought it was a 1-to-1. Commendable initiative, of course. So we're expand closer first and then move out from there instead of trying to do the really far away thing. All right, we'll explore we'll survey a path over to Sirius. Okay, so as long as we're continually expanding near an existing system, the better it is. Gotcha. Okay, so I'll survey back a path for Sirius because we want to try to get that as soon as possible. You know what I forgot about? Let's go ahead and finish off the mining stations and the research stations here since we have a ton of minerals, as we always do. We'll have this guy keep pushing out. It seems like now is where it's going to get a little bit more busy. So we're probably going to start encountering we're going to start encountering other species. So I'm also going to start surveying back to Sol from here. So what I'm going to try to do, my goal right now is to try to pinch off a lot of territory. I want to stop right here and right here. At least I'm going to rush those areas. Then we have plenty of time to build star bases in all these other areas, including this little neck of the woods down here. I'm really excited how much space we've got. This is going to, as Quill would say, embiggen our name quite a bit, which is very important to the Church of the One True Beep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's only 2 exits for all of
System
this.
survey complete.
It's amazing.